These are comprised of our second and third year members. They've been working very hard to present to you a good program, and they worked very hard this year to earn good ratings and successes with UIL and our many contests, and I'll have Mr. Zimmerman elaborate on those later on when he's presenting awards. But for right now, please enjoy the first piece, Shadow of the Longship, and Mr. Austin Zimmerman conducting the Perryton Junior High Raider Band.
That was actually one of the pieces that we played at UIL. In that UIL program, we did get ones on stage, earning superior ratings, and then inside reading, we ended up getting excellent ratings. Very, very close to superior in there as well. We'll play the remainder part of our program from that after Star Wars. But I saw Mr. Gonzalez was playing Star Wars, and I wanted to as well. This piece is a little tough for them, so I kind of trimmed it down just a little bit, just trying to make it a little easier. But I want to challenge them, and it's challenging. I think they've handled it fairly well. So this is going to be selections from The Force Awakens. I know maybe not the most popular Star Wars movie, but it's still my movie, so it's great. All right, and this is going to be Star Wars Force Awakens. They're a little nervous that one. Sorry, it happens. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and give out some awards. A few more awards than beginners, just because it's such a big group. I decided to do one outstanding member from each kind of section, for both 7th and 8th grade, as well as a couple of most improved awards. I'm going to start with those. First person, I kind of can brag on a few people in that section because I had my 3 lady saxophones. They start kind of like coming in the middle of the semester and just start practicing their butts off, and all of them improved like a ton throughout the semester. But I'm going to give this to the one that started that off, and that is Keith Martinez. Alright, next up. I saw this person struggle a bit early in the year, but she honestly just kept persevering and kept on trying and trying. And sometimes that's really all you can really ask for. And she really improved throughout the year. I was really impressed with the work she started doing in the second semester as we started getting ready for UIL. And so this one's going to go to Crystal Ramirez on flute. Abby's backwards. We'll start with percussion. This one was kind of tough because there's only like 5 of them. The smaller section, the tougher it is. They've honestly been fantastic all year, dealing with a lot of the challenges of a small percussion section where you may not have enough people to cover all the parts, and so they have to kind of get weird and jump around and get creative with it. And one of the people I'm going to give this to really kind of pulled through during UIL when we had somebody that ended up having to drop due to grades. He ended up learning the snare part for pretty much in like a week, maybe less. So it's going to go to Adriel Ramirez. Next up, even less of a choice to choose from an 8th grade percussionist. But I ended up deciding to do this person. All year she really held it down on snare. I asked her to learn a really tough snare part in Moscow, and she pretty much nailed it every time. Got compliments from the judges at UIL. And this is going to go to Alondra Casarani. Alright, next I'm moving to brass. And I honestly wish I had about like 10 of these person in like each section. If I could clone them, I would. Fortunately, we're not quite there yet. But just so much drive, so much dedication, always willing to learn and get better. This is going to go to Coulter Taylor on trumpet. Next up, for 8th grade outstanding brass. This one was really hard to choose from. I have a lot of really good 8th grade brass players. Usually I feel like when you do these awards, there's like 1 or 2 people that are just really clear cut. This one was hard. But I decided to go ahead and kind of choose the stoic leader of their section, always kind of doing the correct thing, always leading a more squirrely section through rehearsal and setting the example, and that is going to be Rylan Flores. This was another kind of tough one. 7th grade women. Honestly, a lot of these 7th graders really are fantastic. I was very impressed with them. I honestly was hard to tell at the beginning of the year who was 7th and who was 8th grade sometimes. But I decided to go ahead and give this to somebody who's just been, like, I know that word says outstanding, but really has been outstanding all year. Always learning his part, always holding it down, pretty much competing with the 8th graders in the section. And that's going to go to Angel Garcia. Next up, for outstanding 8th grade woodwind. Really kind of been the rock of that section all year. Pretty much done everything we've asked her to do. Even competed in Winter and helped them get to the heights that they achieved. And also the only member of our band to compete in region band this past year and make it. So this is going to go to Diane. Last off, we have, well first I do want to echo what Mr. Gonzalez said earlier. If you have a kid in here that's whether or not they're going to be in 8th grade or going to high school, I do highly recommend joining the band boosters. I know they want to help the junior high. They just kind of stretch thin right now, and this year I really wanted to do more like social events with them. I just haven't had time with how busy Mr. Gonzalez and I have been being first year here and all the stuff that has entailed. So I really do encourage you to help support the band and join the boosters so we can do more for them and you can enhance that experience further. Whether they're going to high school or they're continuing next year as an 8th grade. This next piece for Moscow 1941. A little weird selection for the times we're in, but I knew at the beginning of the year I was like, I have this clarinet section, they're great, and I'm going to play Moscow. Because it really is a pretty heavy clarinet piece. And I think it worked really well. It is one of the, this is a grade 2 piece, meaning it's a little harder than what they had to compete with last year. Last year they only played grade 1s. This year they had to step it up, play grade 2. And we did that, still got 1s on stage. So they've done super great all year. We also played it at the Greater Southwest Music Festival about 2 weeks ago. And they got outstandings and excellence on stage as well there. Despite some number issues that kind of dropped off, they still did really well in that program. So this is going to be our last piece for the night, Moscow 1941.
Folks, let's hear it one more time for the Perryton Junior High Raider Band. Next up, we have a very special surprise for you all. And the reason it's not in the program is because the group literally approached me this morning after the programs were made and was like, we want to perform. And I thought, what the heck, this is a perfect opportunity. So, coming onto the stage after the Raider Band goes and puts their stuff away, coming onto the stage is our state qualifying marimba quartet performing Nalu.
There you go.